He got problems, she got problems. Only I got 411 problems. Hey, hi, what's up, y'all? Welcome and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Vlogmas. Day 7. December 7th, 2022 was the day that my mom passed. Today is December 7th, 2025. So we are in year 3. Year 3 of grief. What does it look like? Crazy. I miss my mom more than I did when she passed. I think like when she passed, it was more like shock, a wave of different emotions, to be totally honest. My mom had been sick for a long time. Those who pay attention to my vlogs, those who know, my mom passed away from Alzheimer's, and I have some new subscribers, so I'm gonna kind of break it down to you because y'all deserve to understand and know what's going on, because you don't have to follow me, because you're a play cousin, so you know what I'm saying, you deserve to know. Thank you for tuning in to Visit Angel, y'all. I appreciate y'all, for real. I don't think y'all realize how much I appreciate y'all, seriously. And I don't think people realize how hard it is to get 100 subscribers, let alone 1,000 subscribers by yourself on YouTube. Like, no shout out, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, no help, even though there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Like, if you got somebody who helps you, that's what's up. But I'm just saying, like, from a standpoint of no shout outs, no help, just digging it out the mud, that's huge to me. Huge to me, right? It's a huge it's a huge accomplishment. Like, people, if you listen to even the big YouTubers, they would tell you, like, YouTube is not easy. So the fact that I have over 1,000 subscribers, I am extremely grateful, because I've met some dope people on my channel. Like, real talk, they follow me on my other socials, they talk, they even want to hang out, and I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But I met some very good people through this channel. Okay, year 3, like I said, when my mom passed, it was more of a shock, and she was sick. She had been sick for a long time. She had Alzheimer's, and she had been in and out of hospice for a time. So it was like a up and down. Like, the very first time with hospice, it was like reality, and then she, what do they call it? They said graduate out of it, because she got better. And so they were also saying, like, hey, you can't go by this, because they can look very good, look very, look healthy, like, they're going to take a turn for the better and then gain their wings. But for her, it was like she fought even harder, which was her. You know what I'm saying? The first, it wasn't even the first year. Somebody had asked me, because I usually do a Q&A twice a year. I usually do one in the beginning of the year and like close to the end of the year. And because I would have new subscribers, so if they want to ask me anything, I keep it anonymous so they can. And in one of my Q&As, somebody had asked, like, how are you really doing? And I was like, you know what? I haven't had time to even focus on anything, because at that point in time, like before my mom passed, my son had started with his issue with drug abuse, and then 2023 it got really, really bad. That's explained in the story time in his playlist, Tyler the Villain, his journey from my point of view. So it was that, and then my sibling doing a cease and desist for me not to post my mom on social media, which still to this day is like, what the like, still to this day is what the it was that, and that was like January, February, both things, right? My son had already started, but it got really bad January, February. So like that first year, 2023, there was no time to grieve. It was like stuff kept pop, 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 pop. Like it was like what? Hmm? What? And then 2024, I missed her, but I think it was more of like denial, you know? And then still kind of like coming off the stuff from 2023. So this year, I think it was like everything now has settled. And then I always tell people stuff don't really hit you until the silence. When there's nobody else around, there's nothing else going on. It's just silence. And you have all this time to think and to focus and to try to understand and to try to make sense of it. And yeah, yeah, this year, because I can remember like 2023, I would cry at the drop of a hat, especially like the first Mother's Day. Publix had a commercial, and this husband, his wife had just had a baby, and for Mother's Day he brought her mom. Like that was her Mother's Day present. She had just had a baby. She walked around the corner, like her face. If you pay attention, like to people, she was a very good actress because her face, you can tell, like she was, newborn baby. I'm tired, and he had the table set up like dinner, and she was walking out, and it was like, oh yeah, he did dinner, and then he was, she turned around and her mom was there, and when I saw it, 2023, I lost it because it was like, I don't have a mom. And that does something to you. Like, even all this time, my mom being sick, her being nonverbal, and her going through all this stuff, because Alzheimer's is a very nasty disease. Her being here in that state, she was still here, right? And I used to have people say, um, well, at least your mom's still here, because their mom had already passed. And this wasn't everybody who had a mom that passed. This was different people. And I was like, oh, okay. So imagine that your mom is here and she doesn't know you. She doesn't know you exist at all. And they wouldn't say anything. Because, yeah, like my mom was here, but she had no idea everything of me was gone. By 2014, the life that she knew was completely gone. And you walk in and they tell you not to say, oh, do you remember me? Because clearly they don't. You kind of go with the flow. And it was Thanksgiving. And my sibling said, there's Angel, there's your baby. And she said, I don't have any babies. And it's like the reality of knowing that this disease has taken over and my mom is no longer here, even though she's physically here, like she's no longer here. And so you walking in a room and your mom don't know you. Don't know you. So you're constantly, now that she's gone, replaying memories of when she did. And then you want her here to create new ones. You want her to see how you handle certain things. You want her to be proud of you. You want to ask her advice, because it's like, girl, I'm tripping with one kid. How the hell did you handle 3 and your emotions, paying bills, fighting through your feelings, um, fighting through your own things behind closed doors? How? How? And nowadays, it's like showing true emotion, especially on social media. It's like, oh, don't shut up the camera, y'all shut up the camera and crying. And people are showing real, true emotions at that point. And y'all laughing. Y'all tell them to take it down. Oh, you look crazy. And then something happens or they unalive themselves. And most of the time, y'all be the first one. Oh man, bro, why you ain't call me? Because you was laughing when I was showing my emotions. So why would I call you and trust you with them? You know, it's like nowadays you can't show real emotions. Y'all prefer the scripted stuff, and that's scary. Which is why I tell people, all the strangers on my Facebook, happy birthday, because it's like you never know what people are going through on that day. I used to reach out a lot for holidays, but now y'all don't even want people to say holidays, like to say anything to y'all. Y'all just like, first, before y'all start, same to you. And it's like, dang. And then when people stop reaching out and your phone gets quiet, and it's like, well, damn, why? It's because they don't see you say some stuff on social media. Year 3 is, I miss her more than the first 2 years. And I tell people all the time, grief doesn't go away. It's never ending. And it's sneaky. It's very sneaky. It can be a song, which in all actuality, there are certain songs that I look forward to hearing. It's because they don't play them often, and I really believe, like, oh girl, you came to visit me. Hey girl, I get excited for those. But then there's other songs that it's like, oh, I can remember what I was doing with her. Here recently on YouTube, there's been an ad for a video game called Bubble Booble or Booble Bobble. We could never, when that first came out, it was a Nintendo, and she ended up picking a game. Like, she was like, I want to play a game, but I don't know how to play none of them games you play. And I was like, okay, so let's go pick a game. And she picked up this game, and I was like, well, what? She was like, you said I could pick a game. And it was called Bubble Booble Bubble Bobble. And when I saw the ad, I bust out in tears, because it was a game that we played on Nintendo. And what was crazy, y'all, like, I laughed at her picking out the game, but then when we started playing it, it was addictive. But that would be something that me and her would do. She wouldn't play no other game but that one. And you had to think, like, you had to be strategic of how you can win each level. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, it brought back nostalgia. How you handle grief is literally up to you. Don't let nobody tell you you should be over it by now. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, you like it get better with time. I don't think that's true. I think you just learn how to live with it differently on different days, to be honest. It's like a reality hit, so to speak. It's almost unbelievable. I promise you. It's like certain things when you sit back and it's like, huh? Is this real? Real talk. So yeah, so year 3, yeah, I miss her more than I did the first 2 years. Not that I didn't miss her. It's just like this year, my first 2 years, like I said, it was like it was so much stuff coming at me. Like there was no silence. So I think this year is silence. So I'm able to reflect, really work on it, so to speak. Um, and deal with it. The good, the bad, and the ugly of it. Yeah. But I also don't just dwell on like, oh, she's not here. Like I try my best to think about like good times. Like I can recall like we would watch movies and like in the movies how they have like um the procession where all the cops are lined up and all the guns and stuff is going off. And I was like, Mom, because like me and my other siblings are far apart. So mostly I was in the house. So my childhood is completely different from theirs. So I was asking her when we were out, I was like, "Do you want to be buried in your uniform?" She said, let me tell you something. Don't bury me in that. I wear it all the time. All I do is work. Don't bury me in that." And I was like, I was just saying. I was just asking. But it's just like hearing her voice and her vernacular and her mannerisms. It's like I can understand. I can also understand because both of us were Capricorns, and it was like I understand like the bumping heads because we're both headstrong. Capricorns are very headstrong, very like stand your ground. So I understood that after. I was like, oh, it makes sense now. Yeah. So yeah. Like I still remember so many great memories, but I just wish she was here to make more, you know? I just wish she was here to help me with Tyler. Like, I truth be told, if she was here, I don't even think that would have been an issue with Tyler. I think Tyler was looking for a way to cope, or as he said, very verbatim, he's like, I did not want to be here anymore, Mom. I did not want to be here anymore. And those who know knew, like, he loved his grandma. She loved all her grandchildren, but she was very protective of Tyler because Tyler was born with a birth defect. So she was very hands-on, very protective of him. And she would rather him be there with her, like, so I can watch you. So yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah, year 3 is interesting. Interesting. I'm finding myself like breathing through moments more. Like, it's okay, calm down. Breathe through it. And then it's the moments I catch myself like, girl, who told you to go and die? Like, who told you to do that? Who told you to do that? So yeah. Year 3. Video diary. I haven't joined any grief groups. I don't know. I think so far right now I feel like I am managing and handling it well so far. If it feels like I need to get to that point, then I would. What I will say, this morning, my friend started hitting me up. Like my phone started going, text messages started going off, and I'm like, because my phone does not go off. It's very quiet, and I'm cool with that. When it does go off, it's like I know who it is, so to speak. And this morning, it went off multiple times. I'm like, what is going on? And it was my friends, and I had to check myself, and I was like, this is family. And they were all checking on me to make sure I was okay today, saying, I know what today is. I'm praying for you. I'm reaching out for you. Erica was like, go buy you something nice, friend. Get out of the house. And that touched me because people can have so much going on, especially during this time, and they still had time to think about me and remember this day with me. So I'm very appreciative, because sometimes the water is thicker than blood. Feel me? And the water showed up abundantly, overflowed this morning. And I'm so grateful for those who love me with no judgment. Genuinely, because there are people who love you for what you can do for them, or how it looks, or how you make them feel, and they don't care about how they feel to you, you know. So I was like, oh, those are not my friends. That's family. That's family. And for that, I'm extremely grateful. And all of it, just like I said in one of my Thanksgiving vlogs, I'm grateful for all of it. All of it. The good, the bad, the ugly, the fake love, the backstabbing, all of it. I am grateful for all of it. For all of it. So, continue to sleep in peace, Mom. This is year 3 of what grief looks like for me. And it's harder this year. But I'm going to keep pushing through it. Because if I hold on to it and not face it and not work myself through it, it's only going to get worse. And meaning how to handle it. Because it never goes away. So, yeah. So, I'm appreciative for the memories. I'm appreciative for the things that you taught me, even when you thought I wasn't listening. I'm extremely grateful. And I miss you, Mom. Year 3. Yeah. I love you the most, because you're definitely the dopest in real life. Sleep well, Mom. I'll see y'all tomorrow.